Okay, ladies and gentlemen, indeed, here we go. The final series of the day here. Day one of the group stage of the Shanghai Major. EHOME going up against myself, Odie Pixel, and this time joined by the lovely Winter. Winter, I have had the delight of casting Secret already today early against CDC. This time, going up against EHOME. We've seen the drafts. We're getting the Jackie Mao Morphling. Is this the game for the Waveform boy?
Yeah, I think Morphling was a great pick here. Like even the panel mentioned, he has some sort of a burst to deal with the Enchantress. Very good versus Chronosphere. You can morph to Strength, and if you look at their lockdown, they don't really have very good reliable lockdown. Like Chronosphere is a very long cooldown, so basically the most reliable lockdown they have is the Stormhammer, which can be solved by getting a Lincoln Sphere, which is something generally Morphling will get. So I think Morphling can have a really good performance in this sort of lineup.
Let's see.
The battle begins.
Top rune, it looks like it's not going to be contested, and well, neither of them are going to be. So EHOME are going to be able to grab themselves both of the bounties there.
Wow.
Secret just not looking to put up a fight at either ends of the map for that one.
That was such a huge blow. And Enchantress is going, because of that, can play actually really aggressive. I think they are probably going to help up the Void. That's the first and foremost thing that Lamb is going to accomplish right now. And Paladai might... Is he looking to do a body block here? He doesn't have any more sentries, so he can't really block off his camp near the Ancients.
I mean, Paladai is taking a fair bit of harassment here from Lanham. He's going to chase this one down. Pi has got a magic missile, in case Lanham gets a little bit too hasty, but nonetheless, there's a 1v1 there between the two of them, and Paladai taking the brunt of it as he has to back himself off. But lane-wise, do you see any side coming out on top? You've obviously talked already about how the Morphling should be able to do okay. Down on the bottom lane, CTY, Sven, he has got to put up with misery on the Beastmaster, and that's going to be a little bit annoying for this melee core.
Yeah, both teams have been like quite greedy. They have jungling heroes, and they have supports that scale really well with levels, especially on EHOME. The Phoenix doesn't really do really well at zoning off the offlane, so they're going to have, like, both teams, the offlaners will be having a lot of levels at 11, taking a stun from Paladai here, but he's going to time block off all the damage. But as of now, he's getting a lot of experience, and we'll see when Lamb is actually going to decide that he's going to come in with a creep and going to help out the lane. And he might want to wait for Chen to make his move first, because like these two heroes, the Chen versus the Enchantress, they might, like, the Enchantress probably wants to go wherever the Chen goes, because you can actually stronger at the Chen at this stage, because you can have more creeps than the Chen. Chen can only get one creep as of now.
It's going to be very interesting to see how this Chen versus Enchantress does end up going on. I'm talking about matchups, the mid lane, Old Chicken on his leaner against Weehar's Invoker. 8 for 3 against 7 for 2, so fairly close between these two here. And I mean, do you expect to see either side break away, or a certain side going to look to prioritise the gank on the mid lane first?
So I think both sides can actually get a gank off. Like if the Chen comes mid, Invoker can help with, obviously, with the Cold Snap, and it might be a little bit more difficult for the Enchantress, because Lina can't. It's difficult for Lina to set up to the Cold Snap, and obviously still do it, but it's not as easy. So I think it's still possible for both sides. Like the Chen and Enchantress are going to be playing a really crucial role in both of the teams' success early game. Whoever makes the better moves will be able to control the early game. So see Lamb running into the enemy's jungle right now. He's trying to look for a puppy. He has a tornado creep, so he might want to just grab the creep.
And well, in the mid lane, we are just getting straight outplayed by Old Chicken. And we talked about a potential gank, wasn't needed in the end. And top lane as well, 11 trying to go on to Envy. He will be able to turn around here with the South. Paladai with the body blocks as well off the back of a magic missile. And it looks like Old 11 could be in trouble. The Sunray is there healing him. Lanham's got his back, but it doesn't matter. Envy goes forward with the waveform, and they will find the kill onto the Void. Bit of a mess up in the mid lane, losing that 1v1 there as Weehar goes down, but Secret able to find something in return on the top lane.
Oh, top lane as well. Paladai are going to come in. They might actually get the surround onto Lamb here. And they do have the Sunstrike available in 4 seconds for this kill.
And Lanham does need to be very careful. Deepai, he's got the mana back up for that magic missile. Lanham jumping around the tree line. Pings are out onto Envy, but Envy is out of mana. He's already got a lot that he can contribute to this. But Lanham's going to be alright. Paladai just unable to get the wrap around and trap him in their jungle.
Yeah. And he might actually want to consider getting a bottle here, just so that he can actually keep himself in the lane. Otherwise Void will be, even though he died, but because he forced the enemy to expend so much resources, so much mana, so much HP, that even though he died, he's going to be able to get a lot after that. The enemy doesn't have any potential killing him because of the lack of mana. With the Phoenix up here, Oh, Envy can
Envy
actually get the kill.
Yeah, they're looking to try down 11 jumping in. Can he find Envy? Yes, he can. Gets the final touch there onto the Morphling. While I die on the bench, gonna see if he can find anything off the bat, but he needs to be careful himself. Lanham's coming in. Force Pilotai to hug his tower.
And damage from the Sunray.
And you can see why EHOME have been picking this here as much as they have this
Here we
tournament.
go.
And then Pilotai, he's gonna get dived upon by the three of them. Verify's gonna get popped, but the bench is gonna go down. Envy coming in will find the kill onto the Phoenix. So something in return there for Secret. But a lot of aggression being applied by EHOME onto the side of Secret on this top
You
lane.
can see here Chen hasn't really accomplished much yet. He's going back to base because he doesn't have mana anymore, but Enchantress so far being much more active in terms of participating in helping his team's laning phase. And Morphling, despite getting 2 kills here, but he doesn't really have great amount of CS, but he does still have 2 kills, so he went for the ring, so definitely going for the Lincoln Sphere build up here. Really good this game, like I mentioned. And looking at CTY.
Talking about the farm, CTY. He's top of the board, 36 last hits at the moment. I mean, this Beastmaster measure is himself 18 for 4.
Pretty good for Misery. Despite the Sven having to see some. But if you look at the middle lane, Lina is also crushing the Invoker really badly in terms of net worth.
Yeah, off the back of that kill. Old Chicken's really gone ahead and Weeha knows he's got to be careful. There's level 6, soon to be level 7 ready. And he also, of course, has this aura here.
He's gonna be making the first move right now to help his team.
CTY, this would be the big kill if they can find it. And they've got a primal rod set it up. It's back up from EHOME. Sunstrike with as well. Look at the burst. That's why the Sunray healing him back up isn't quite enough though, and they will lose the spell on the side of EHOME. Secret, they're going to try for more. Chasing down Kaka, chasing down Lanham. They're looking for the Enchantress. Has got a couple of points in, untouchable. The three of them continuing to chase. There's your magic missile back up. They'll get the stun out onto Lanham. The damage is going to be enough. They'll find themselves a second kill. Puppy. Been given a lot of kind of hate in the jungle there by Lanham's Enchantress, but now coming into the lane and still proving that he can find those ganks with the successful smokes, and 2 kills that are going to be very valuable to Secret at this point of the game.
Oh, top lane, Envy just used his replica, TP back to base, but he didn't really actually get full mana, so he's back, but Void, because he doesn't have full mana, Void is still like carrying along.
Misery, maybe hang around a little bit too long, CTY will find the Stormhammer, and this Sunray, this Kaka just comes in. Takes down the Beastmaster. Pi is coming back for him. He's got a magic missile. Pilotai, can he get it? Bam! Yes, he can. Benj with the pick. Did the way of Beastmaster there, thanks to the ball.
They still had Sunstrike anyway, so Phoenix was just dead there. But it was still a good kill for them, a good trade of support for off lane. But right now, just look at Envy. He's not having a good time at all because of the fact that he was left alone by his team, and Void is extremely good at 1 versus 1 situation.
Void's got a Chrono as well. I mean, Envy has got to be careful. He's still got a bit of mana pool to play with.
Yeah, waveform. So let's see. Can he actually get out of this? But he seems like most likely going to go down.
He's morphed too much, so he's committing here for the full strength. Misery is there to back him up, and they'll just actually go straight for the Chrono here. Old Levin moving forward. The strength morph still keeping Envy alive. Purple balls of the Satire Tormentor, not enough to bring him down, and now Pilotai has come up to the top lane, looking to turn the aggression around, kicking out Old 11 with the Roar as well, the Sunstrike, they'll be able to punish Void's aggression. Also pick up the Satire Tormentor as well, so nice reaction there from Secret, keeping Envy safe. He will have to make that long walk back to the base, but not losing his life this time.
Yeah, that was actually just really good play by Envy there. He was actually baiting the Void so hard. I thought the Void would have enough to actually get the kill, but Envy played the situation right. He still had some magic stick charges and baited the Void into a really bad position, so his team could actually have time to back up him and return kill there. Really good play from him. And looking at the Invoker, he sort of caught back up a little bit, but he's still really far behind from the Lina. Lina right now, he's going for the first item, Aether Lens. I think we saw this one time today. I can't remember from who, but we were discussing at the panel whether it's better to get Aether Lens first or the use method first. Regardless of the sequence, most of the time you would get both of the items.
Yeah, I mean, do you feel there's any reason why this game Old Chicken does decide to go for the Aether Lens first?
I mean, it's still a really good farming tool, and it actually helps you, you have a little bit more damage in terms of your whole 3 spell output early, and you have set up on your team from the Sven and from the Faceless Void, so maybe he feels like he doesn't really need the U set up that badly, and they're gonna rotate down to bottom. They might find Envy once more
Well,
here.
they smoked up for this one. Smoke is going to get dispelled on old Chicken's Lena, and Envy will be able to walk that one off. So it looks like they won't find anything with the smoke either. None of the rest are secret ready around that bottom lane. You can see them elsewhere. Old Lemon getting a bit more space here on the void on the top.
Yeah, but this is looking really bad for the Morphling, because as of now Morphling is already behind. If you compare him to the Sven.
Oh, swap onto Lena. Our old Chicken being dragged into the river. Nice play
Really
from
good
Pylite
play.
Die.
Really good play by Paradise, but going back to the point where I was mentioning about the Morphling. Morphling is going to fall behind again in the next few minutes because Sven has the ability to do Ancients and he's starting to stack up. So there's going to be the point of the game where Morphling will fall really far behind compared to the Sven. So this is looking really worrisome for Envy because he doesn't really have the best early game right now for the Morphling. And EHOME going to get their team fight online, coming online with the Phoenix taking a lane so that he can actually obtain his level 6. So even though giving up a kill on the Lina, things still looking really good for EHOME as of right now. Sven is doing really well, Lina is doing really well, and their supports are getting the levels that they need.
Pylite Die didn't have to do anything here. See him get a magic missile on old Chicken. Was able to bottle up that room first, though. Now
The
just
swap.
turning around a couple. Secret is there, and then again your swap from Pylite Die. A second swap that allows you to get a hero. Not coming out just in time, but the Chrono is now out to 2. They're looking to take down Weed there. Now they're going to look for a second one. Old Lemon Kaka chasing down the chair, and they'll find the kill. 2 for 1 there. So EHOME, even though they do lose their mid, they're able to find Weehar and to turn, and they get Puppy as well to boot. So
Yeah,
they'll be happy with that
it
one.
was really crucial, Owen, because right now Kaka has his level 6, so he don't feel really confident in terms of even though despite using the Chronosphere for that kill, but right now they have another tool in their arsenal, which is the Supernova, so they're feeling confident that they can actually push and get this tier 1 tower in the middle lane, which would give them a lot of map control right now. So EHOME looking really strong after that trade, and Squid needs to, and give space to the Morphling to farm and catch up as well. Level 1 Necrobook on Misery. Still a decent timing considering his team situation. It's really good at kiting, like his ball and the Necrobook are really good at kiting in terms of later into the game. They have the swap as well, so they have really good tools at limiting how much CTY can do in team fights. So even though CTY is really farm, they have a lot of, and the raw as well, so they have a lot of tools at slowing him down and kiting him and making sure that he doesn't deal damage. And another swap
Going
onto
into
CTY.
jungle again. Pylite Die just did this swap off. They'll follow it through with a roar. It's got the war cry though. CTY fairly tanky on
Really
this spare.
tanky.
I've got the ball slow, but backup's going to come in. Lanham is there, and yeah, just the 2 of them alone didn't quite have enough damage. We saw
God.
we are coming in, but a little bit too late, not quite close enough to do too much. And yeah, the
war
CTY is
cry.
going to be an issue.
That war cry, man, that armor. He is definitely going to be an issue, but at the same time, like I mentioned, they do have the tools to do him. They have the raw, they have the swap, they have the ball from the Beastmaster, Necrobook, so we'll see.
Oh, mid lane. They are kind of getting baited forward, and old Chicken straight up with the light strike. They'll be able to find this one. Time dilation from old Level, making sure that we can't bring out any of his tricks.
And we are definitely having a really rough time. From the laning phase transitioning into the mid game, he's just not catching a break right now, and power finally goes down, so EHOME will have further control of the jungle, and Lamb is going to look to place a ward in enemy territory soon, so he's going to have one ward here to scout out whether the Invoker is jungling, and hopefully with that ward they'll be able to consolidate on their advantage more by getting further kills. Vlad is also completed on the Void, so there are 5 men right now with the ultimates, with the Supernova and with the Chrono is really strong. And not to mention Enchantress, Enchantress still deals a lot of damage despite having too much items. Chronosphere, so all their heroes deal damage with the Chronosphere. You have the Sunray, you have the Impetus, you have obviously the Lina nukes, and the Sven stun. So team fight wise, I think EHOME are looking really good right now when they have all their ultimates up.
The old 11 Desperate is really fine. Tried to jump in, but it's in fact going to be Secret spotting him out there with the Hawk. And they're going to move forward, they've got the swap again, Pylite Die with the control, and they've got the stun lock there with the cold snap, the magic missile.
What a spell.
Where's your time walk now? Where's your time walk now, son?
at sad times, you know, for heroes like Void,
Radiant's middle
Earthshaker,
tower is
not
under
much you can
attack.
do about that, you get caught, and right now Secret, with the big kill, they might actually transition into a Roshan here. Yes, they will, but they have really good heroes at spamming the Roshan, the bench, the Beastmaster, so this is a really good move from Secret here, maximizing the advantage they can actually get from that one of the Void. So
I mean, with that point, they're not going to have a chance to get over there, as you said, just to see that that's taken down.
So Weeha gets the Aegis, see how much progress NB has made. Yes, 1200 gold, Perseverance, I mean, fine, but right now he still has a long way to go before he truly comes online as the most game. But-
I mean, as you said in the drop, when he does eventually come online,
Yeah, he is really good
it's
with
going to be a
their
good game
heroes.
for Morphin.
Yeah, I mean, you can go for Acrobat. I think after the Lincoln's game, Acrobat is really good versus the Chronosphere, and it's very good for the heroes like the squishy heroes like the Lina, the Enchantress. But all the good options that he has, the Ethereal Blade, or even going for, if he wants to go for more like farming speed, you can go for the Manta. But those are options that he will be having in his mind to decide what he should do this game, depending on the game. So, but EHOME hasn't really...
Oh, yeah, they jump straight in onto Weeheart. They're looking for there's a wraparound from Secret. Can Secret find anything in return? They've got the Aegis, of course, on the Invoker, the Roar onto Kafka. No chance for a Supernova. That's going to be the first casualty here for the side of EHOME now. Can Secret find more? Light Strike holding back Tylai Die. Looks like the rest of EHOME will be able to scatter. But a bit of a bait there. Weeheart using the Aegis to draw EHOME in, and the rest of Secret ready with a wraparound that time. They'll get the kill, and they'll get themselves a tower here as well.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower
and without
has fallen.
one of their big ultimates and Phoenix down, they can't really defend. I wonder if they'll try to defend when Phoenix is live in 5 seconds, but the tower is taking huge amounts of damage if they do so much with the Beastmaster aura, the bench aura.
Push is real here. I mean, we saw how quickly Secret could take down Roche. They're showing the same power here against this tier 2. Already about to pull Kaka. Coming in with a swoop. There's Uray as well. Find initiation. They get the Storm out onto Weeheart with the Light Drag as well, and focus down. There's not chance of Supernova. Secret that they get themselves out. Probably looking for the TP out, but it's not going to be able to do it. The damage from CTY is too much. It's a double kill. 3 of them now dead on the side of Secret. Misery being slowed by the time dilation. He will be able to get himself out of there. Maybe sticking around a little bit too long though, Winter.
Yeah, they were a little bit
Radiant's
too
middle
confident.
tower
They,
has
they
been
were
denied.
probably thinking that, oh, Chrono's down, but they still have Supernova, but it might be just overestimating a little bit their abilities that they still could have taken the fight. They felt they could have fought even though Supernova was still up, but they were wrong, so they overextended, they paid their lives. But the next thing I'm thinking about whether Weeha is also deciding to go for Necrobook with their lineup, because I'm thinking if they can actually hit the timing. Like I don't know, you don't see Necrobook too often on first anymore nowadays, but with their lineup the Necrobook can actually do a lot.
Oh, Misery.
Dire's middle
Oh,
tower
this is a
is
lovely
under
room for
attack.
old Chicken to have. Easy setup there for the boys. Straight with the Laguna. He's a tanky man, Misery. Not quite tanky enough. We'll get the Necro books out. And he will start to chip back away at them. But I think there with the Sunray. And it'll be fine, and they'll get themselves that kill. And there's times like that where having an Invis rune is certainly feels very lucky.
Yep, and with the Raw down, it also means that the other heroes have much more space and has much more room to actually farm. And UI completed just a moment ago, and now he has another 1500 gold. I think typically the way he builds his heroes, sometimes he gets a very early moonshot on his Juggernaut, Sven, and even his anti-mage. I'm not sure if you pay attention on the way he builds his carries.
He does some inventive stuff.
Yeah, he does very different stuff compared to other players. So I'm interested to see what route he actually goes for this game. Phoenix is going for Midas, so he just got it. So it's a typical item for a hero that relies on levels a lot, because you want to get to that level 16 as soon as possible. And for the Enchantress, he's going for, it seems like a pipe. Pretty interesting. Usually we see Dragonlance, we see Drum, we see Threads, anything that improves your HP so that you can actually use the Untouchable and the Nature's Attendance to full effect. So I think I haven't really seen pipe from Enchantress for a long time. That'll be interesting.
That's right, and pick up the CTY. We'll be going for the Blink Dagger this game, so not something too out of the ordinary hit for your old Sven. They're pretty much the classic. But I guess one thing, if the pipe does end up getting fully online for the inch, it does mean, of course, that
Yep.
CTY can afford to go more aggressive with it,
EHOME
but not
see
worry
really
too
hard
much
with the
about it.
ward, get the place earlier. Oh,
This could be big. We
Oh,
are
he's shooting
TV
out.
straight. Oh!
no!
Oh!
That was so close.
So close.
Atmosphere down, so Secret, I think they actually saw that, I'm not sure. So I wonder if they're actually gonna just make use of this timing window again. One big shell down.
Hey, CTY, he wants to go for this. He's like, right, let's go. Let's try and find initiation. He's actually piloted over the swap, but CTY will be able to get a blink after the swap. Getting damage cancelled. The forever Stormhammer. Gonna only stun. Yeah, what's rare here? Puppy will get caught out by the Sunray. They'll find themselves one kill. EHOME, can they find themselves anything more? They've got the slow onto Misery. 11 time walking forward. There's your bash. Now CTY coming in with the right clicks, and we've got a pause.
Right.
It would be Envy.
Not the best timing, but it's
Envy.
as usual, you know, having issues.
My sound. Not your sound. My sound.
Oh well.
Oh well.
But it doesn't really change Misery's fate.
Misery might survive here.
Give him a
But,
1% chance of
I'm
survival.
taking bets on that.
1% chance, OD.
1%. Oh, that's generous. Now the question is, who's going to get the kill?
Let's
what we
look at the
got? Is it-
projectile.
He's thrown out Stormhammer in his CTY, yeah. I believe it's Griffer's right here. And, yeah, looks like the odds, yeah, CTY. CTY for the kill.
I think 11 might actually get the last hit here.
Oh, no, okay! Oh, it was Lanham. We were both wrong. Oh, two castings comes.
Give the
Bastard.
man that's building a team item the kill, you know, he needs to go.
Oh, we should have known. He's because of the build. It's just a level 1 Stormhammer. It practically heals the enemy. Nonetheless,
Still better than homing missile, level 1.
but Secret losing 2 there. Not the fight that they were looking for down there on the bottom lane.
There
What went wrong?
was good play. That was really good play by
Yeah.
CTY though. He once again baited the enemy. He TP'd in front and the bench
Radiant's
stopped
top
him, but he
tower
couldn't
is
get.
under attack.
He couldn't. I think he probably should have tried to use his power first to disable the blink and then swap him, and then you have a better chance of landing a stun on the target. But because he swapped immediately, when he saw him,
CTY blink spam.
yeah, he just blinked right away, and he was in a really bad position after that. So a bit of misplay from bench and very good reaction from CY.
Yeah, and he's got to be a bit careful here. And well,
Another pause.
Envy. Let me guess, is it his sound?
Well,
Well,
might be something else this time.
it could be.
For CTY having this juicy amount of ancient stack again, you know, that's like the difference between the morphling and.
Yeah, the farm speed here.
But when you look at how, I don't know if you actually paid attention to recent games where CTY when he played morphling, he
I pay
actually
attention to every game.
he actually did the Helm of Dominator build, so he could actually jungle and do ancients morphling.
Huh?
Did you actually see the games that he actually did that? I think it was quite thing because of the fact that you are actually able to jungle early, so your support's in the lane, and you're able to do ancients with that build. With the Lincoln's build, you're basically only able to pull lanes and to a certain extent jungle, but not as quick as the Helm of Dominator build. Obviously, Lincoln's is in most games are a really good item for morphing.
That's the classic.
But you know, it's just something interesting to know that CTY does that so that he can actually jungle and give room to the supports to actually take the lane.
I do apologise for this pause. Of course, quite sure what it's about. At the moment, MV hasn't given us any intel. I'm sure everything's going to be fun. Calm. Enjoy the final series of the day. It's going to be good. It's been good so far. 13-10.
It's not really good for the Invoker though, this game. He's been having a really rough time.
He's had a bit of an up and down day. He's played Invoker a few times. We've seen some absolutely amazing performances on his Invoker. He really can shine on this hero.
He still hasn't decided what he wants to go though. He went for the Boots of Travel, which might mean that he's unsure that what route that he wants to go for.
I mean, if they can hold it off, take it late, get that Morphling kind of stacked up,
So
do you think they're going to be more comfortable than Secret? I mean, obviously with the heroes, you know, they were going to want to go for that push. Can they now transition into something that's going to be decent against a late game hard-hitting Sven?
I think they can though, because like I mentioned, they have good tools at dealing with a very farm Sven and the Beastmaster Raw. And obviously Invoker late game saw how scary the hero can be in a lot of games in the recent months. of the Aghanims and the way you build the hero. Aghanims Octarine Core, you're really strong late game with your spells. So I could see either team actually winning the game. The game goes into late game because both sides I feel have really strong late. EHOME's team fight might still be stronger, but Secret has tools to deal with, like I mentioned, the Sven. They have tools to deal with the Chronosphere as well.
So at the moment, the action going down in the players' room. Team Secret. Minus Envy. I'm sure he's just to the right of us off the screen. Hiding there. Can assure you, he is indeed in the room, and Pylai is not microing both of the accounts. He might be. Actually, talking about Pylai, he's having a good game so far. Some of these swaps, I mean, he's been the reason why they're finding the kills. I think there was that one swap in the river that kind of resulted in a bad trade for Secret, and that one actually down the bottom. So he's got to be careful. That's the thing though with the Venge. But it's nice to see a Venge being played very offensively. A lot of the times we see the Venge being the one sitting at the back, ready to save someone. This Venge from Pylai is very much I'm the one initiating, I'm the one starting the fight off.
Yeah, it's really good that he's actually doing that a lot to help his team secure kills. And, you know, generally the hero, I understand that certain teams will be really passive with it, but can also be used very aggressively, and we see Secret doing it with a lot of success. Yeah, but going back to the Invoker item build this game, I know I mentioned the possibility of Necrobook being really good this game, but if you're looking like you're looking to, you just mentioned if you're considering going just all out into the late game, then going for the Aghanims, then going for the Aghanims would be best choice if you're looking to get to the late game as soon as possible with good items on Invoker. You want a mobile mobility item, maybe Blink, and then with Aghanims. Pair it with Aghanims. Probably would be also a good idea for Viha this game. Depending on what his team wants to do in the next next 10 minutes especially. Whether they want to choose to fight or they want to choose to just, chill, farm, wait for Roshan and just play for the late game.
I mean, talking about this this Enches build, the fact that obviously with the Herd maybe going for that, do you think Nanam is going to finish off the pipe, or are we going to see the Dragon Lance, the Aghanims come out now? Is it just the Hood to help himself against the Burst of Secret, rather than going for the full-out pipe? First item?
I think he might actually want to go for the pipe though, just his team, because it just doesn't really make sense if he doesn't complete it. I understand certain heroes actually do it, like maybe you're against a high magic lineup, but usually you do it on the core. I'm not sure if you do it on the support. I think you want to finish the pipe to help your team. So I think that that's better that he completes the pipe.
Been having a good game so far, Animals. We can see KDA 2
Yeah, he's been really aggressive, like in terms of the laning phase. Like the reason the Void and the Lina are doing so well because he's been exerting on the enemy safe lane and the enemy jungle that Secret needs to expend so much resources to tracking him down early. And the first move by Secret came really late to the bottom lane. That was their first smoke play after Lam had actually done so much in the safe lane of Secret. Lam has been, the unsung hero for this team. Like in the past few games as well, his Lion has been played really well, and this in the Ench.
Looks like we're going to have a bit of a pause, so we should be able to get a recap on the last fight here, Winter. And this is the one where Pylai does make the swap, but does result in a bad fight here for Secret.
Yeah, they couldn't actually burst him fast enough, and 11 managed to come in with the Chronosphere, and this fight gave Kaka his level 6 as well. So they were able to proceed to get the tower after this, I believe. Not mistaken, they got the tier 1 as well. And 11 here with the cold snap, the swap into cold snap, he can't really time walk out.
He's like, here, what was this? This was kind of the maybe intentional Aegis bait.
They got the Phoenix first. That was the really big thing here. Phoenix got busted down, so that was a huge part of their team fight down the drain. So immediately after expanding the Chrono, they have no way of fighting Secret here. But Secret push, they overextended.
But then they hung around too long because Kaka now does come in and
they thought they could have taken a fight because Chronosphere was down, but they were still unable to fight because the Supernova was just still really hard to deal with.
And the CTY at that point just turns up and he's got the damage with the God Strength. And again, this is pretty much the same odd on this bottom lane. You know, Secret were trying to go for a push, hang around a little bit too long. Puppey getting caught out there by the troll trap. And I believe they do find, yeah, Mishra as well. Ah, yeah, that's when we had the famous My Sound pause. Pauses.
Yeah, and
hopefully we
guess
should
what
get
the
going
enemy
soon.
said?
Let's try.
Kaka said we don't understand.
That's what he told her last night. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Back on with the game. EHOME versus Secret is 13-10 at the moment. And CTY, as we talked about, cleaning up that juicy ancient stuff. And this man's going to be a rich man.
And enemy is going to be a jealous man because he can't really do that. Has his morphing his game, which is now proven to be the difference in the net worth. Sven is still ahead by... I mean, enemy actually cut it down by a good margin. Before that it was probably around 3,000, the difference. But right now it's 2k gold. So definitely catching up pretty well compared to the Sven here. So let's see what Sven goes for as well after his dagger. He's going to go for PK or he's just going to go for more like damage.
I think I'd like to see him go for either the AC or all the moonshots.
AC is
CTY
nice.
stuff.
AC is really nice with the physical damage from Force Spirit, you know, the Necro Book as well.
Yeah,
and the morphing right click.
It's going to be great against this.
So that's definitely a good option for CTY here. And looking at the other heroes, Phoenix so far still hasn't gotten anything else, and Chances seeing whether he comes. Hype, Old Chicken has skills and excellence, which is better than Master Hero. So most likely next item you consider on Lina is either the BKB or you want to get Talents right away. He might want to get BKB so that he doesn't get busted down so easily.
Okay.
So that would be a good consideration for the Lina. Sometimes when you go for Aghanim's and you don't have BKB, you can't really use your spells really well in team fights because you get focused down easily.
Yeah, I mean, we saw from that one in the river where he got swat from Pilot Day.
Wow,
Did get the spells up, but only just.
He actually completed the foot 3 times and piped 0 times.
Okay, so just the hood for Lennon.
Interesting.
Yeah. She's changing it up.
The reasoning is just so that he can actually survive the magic burst from Invoker, I guess. Don't want to get one-shotted even, because like morphing might go for that way. So it
is going to be nice against DE, because as we were saying earlier, Ench being one of the heroes that Morph would have liked DC burst down, and having that hood at this point at least, it's going to make it hard for him.
Interesting to see that the way he thinks here.
Yeah.
The game.
Some smart cookies here on the side of Eno. Now, they look to maybe fight here. Warcry's pop, they look to find this tier 1 secret from the complementary fortification. We'll see if Pilot Die wants to go for one of his crazy initiation drops. Yes, they do. Straight onto CTY. Raw as well, but the Sunray is killing him back up. Oh no, coming down from 11. He's only going to catch Puppey here on the sideline to keep CTY alive for the time being. He's trying to move himself out of here, but no, the damage is too much. Secret will find the kill on Sven, and that is Sven off lap for 60 seconds. And this can be held back by a Light Striker Ray. They're trying to move forward for more here. Strike straight onto the void. Kake's going to look for the TP here, but he's not going to make it. Bursted down. Pilot Die. Pin that one up with a magic missile. And again, Pi really turning up this game. That's what.
You see this time he didn't repeat the same mistake. He got the half to cancel.
He got the wave first.
Yeah, he cancelled the blink, so CTY couldn't get away. And the Beastmaster Raw was also committed for that kill, and that was a really good initiation from Secret. However, the counter initiation from the Faceless Void there was not anywhere near as good as Secret's initiation. He needed to catch more heroes to actually save the stand. But because the big cooldown is down right now, Secret are going to abuse the window of opportunity to actually siege high ground right now. And things are not looking good for EHOME here. They're going to take probably a lot of tower damage and might even lose the tower here because push really quickly with the heroes. But once again, like they decided they don't want to make the same mistake they made in the middle lane where they tried to go too far and they lost too many heroes. And the sandbag.
Oh, Puppey! He's saved fine. He won't be able to save himself. Tried for a cheeky TP in the trees. Going to pay off there as they're well on top of that with the Light Strike. And CTY talking about his build, it isn't going to be the AC Moon Shards, anything from CTY. Keeping it standard this time. Just going for the BKB, it's safe, it.
Many spells that can, you know...
Especially with the Morphlings E-Blade now.
Yeah, it's like, even though you talk about, oh, it still goes, Raw still goes through BKB, Swap still goes through BKB, but it's also like the fact that Magic Missile, that's Cold Snap, that's the Meteor.
And that's an Invoker.
That's the, you know, even the Chen, you know, it's really annoying. Like, Puppey has been I saw him holding on into the Purge creep, the status, the last fight. It's got a really significant buff recently to the cooldown. It had just a 3-second cooldown on the Purge, so it's really useful in kiting melee carries like the Sven. So definitely the BKB is gonna help him in that department in team fight. So he's just
He's very close to
100 gold away from it, so EHOME is gonna wait for that before they
They
make
might
the
try and
next
fight
play.
bomb though. You got 11 starting to jump in. Oh no. Old 11 overstepped the mark. It was a replica and now he himself will pay.
Pick up old chicken. Oh, you very
Oh, leader! Save yourself, son. Get yourself out of here. Will do, but Morphling will turn and take the kill onto Phoenix Dead Envy. Picking up a second one there for the side of Secret, and I hate to point fingers, but they're still off the back of an unfortunate Chronosphere from the Void there, leading the side of EHOME into that one.
That's Roshan for Secret, and that was also the reveal for the Astral Blade. They did not see the Astral Blade at all, so that was the first time EHOME encountered the Astral Blade from Andy, so they have to be very cautious to this. He can actually burst off a Lina from full, because Lina actually went for, he's going for the Aghanim, so he's not going for the BKB. So he's going for the much riskier build, but the damage intensive build. So he might be actually at risk at falling to that combination himself from the Morphic. So he needs to be very careful with his positioning. Old chicken. And it seems like Lamb is not going to finish his hype, like Statsman suggested. He's going back for Stretch. Casual put up Defiant. So this is really interesting to see.
We've now got bots done on Misery as well, so him and of course Weehar's Invoker, who's now less than 1k gold away from that Aghanims, are going to be able to get themselves across the map and start to pull EHOME apart.
They're looking really good going into the late game, man. The next thing I would probably want to see, or like to see from Secret, is getting a gem to secure the map. Because right now, because there are a lot of map control with the Beastmaster Hawk and obviously getting the Roshan, so you want to eliminate the enemy's vision. That would be your next and most important step. So they can't actually leave the base because they have to contain. When you're losing, you have to rely on your vision to actually know where you can farm. But actually looking at EHOME's vision, they do not have much vision now. They do not have any observer wards out on the map, it's mostly just sentry. They have observer wards, but they just got removed.
They've got obs on Lanham.
Only one ward left? Huh. It means actually Secret was able to actually de-ward. I didn't pay attention to that. Most of the EHOME has, despite not having a gem. So I think they did a really good job in that department.
They might have crossed him out with the level 3.
Yeah, that's
Misery.
yeah.
And it's all, he's been able to maintain quite good control of the map, mid lane, old 11. Going to want to walk into that one in the middle. Going to back off, and EHOME now being a lot more reserved, bringing themselves right up into their own base. You've got bots now on EE, so his farm is going to continue to accelerate, and you can see it already on the network.
Yeah, he's going to
really catching up.
He's going to start to take over the Sven because they have map control, and Sven is very scared of, like, when you look at him, he was like, he farmed at top of a couple of waves and he just backed off because they don't have vision. He's really afraid of actually just going out too far, and right now it's going to hurt him a lot because he went for the BKB. Like, when you go for the BKB, you want to fight Sven, but as of their position right now, they can't really fight because the enemy has Aegis and they have superior map control. BKB is like essentially kind of not optimized for hero. You want to be able to fight when you get a beat. So that's really unfortunate for him, because the situation of the game became really bad for them after they lost the last fight and giving away the Roshan. Second Roshan to Secret.
I really like this Dire Wards as well. It's really nice in the middle, and we saw their Misery just coming in on the bottom, and straight away decided secretly saw EHOME making a movement all the way towards the Beastmaster, giving that space on the top for Amber to just come in with a push backed up by Weehan and take the tier 2. Dire Ward doing quite a lot in this position of the game where EHOME are sticking as a group in their base and moving as a pack between the lanes. You can clearly see where the side of EHOME are.
Basically it's also not easy for Secret to push high ground now because EHOME has really good high ground defense with the team fight. But they are doing the other option, which is to suffocate the enemy right now. You can't really leave the base if you're at EHOME because you don't have vision. And Secret can just use time they have right now to just out farm and just pulling ahead on their core heroes, just farming and just making sure that EHOME doesn't leave their base, despite not getting pickoffs, because EHOME are just constantly hugging each other in the base.
I mean, look at Pilo Dai. We've been talking about his swaps. He's picked up the Yoga Club, but now started to stockpile. Do you think he is going for the Aghanim set?
Yeah, I think Aghanim is a really good item. Like, even if you are on carry bench, I think it's still a really good item on the hero because it means that when you die, you're still contributing to the team fight. You're doing physical damage. You're using your spells. I think it's a really good item on bench overall. It doesn't really matter your support or a carry position.
I'm talking about it. Doesn't go for it. Saved up and bought the straight up Vladimir's. Just full
Oh,
out
he
now.
changed his mind, I guess.
Yeah, just for the full out Vlads.
So that they can actually, they might actually be deciding to hit a timing and to use stages in the next few minutes. So the Vladimir's obviously is going to help them push. Maybe that's the plan for them right now. They want to be able to push, and obviously Puppy has his ag now, so they're gonna look to wait for the ancients to spawn so he can actually get himself on one of the granite golems. That would be the best fit for them to go. And with the Bloods, I guess they're looking at a really, really good timing in the next few minutes before the Aegis expires. So that should be Secret's land right now.
Okay, to try and get as much as they can out of Weon.
Yeah, they don't get the golems here, and that's bad. Palada is gonna be the one clearing the ancients because he can as a support. I'm not sure if they want to wait. If you look at what Puppy's Clip's composition are right now, he has a Multi Aura, he has the Ice Armor, yes, and he has obviously the Dragon Aura, so the last one he wants is definitely still the Granite Aura. More HP. They might still want to wait for it because I think it's gonna be a huge difference waiting for that crit.
And are you kind of happy waiting for that, and even if the Aegis expires, you feel they don't really need to force anything at this point?
Yeah, but the best case scenario is
having both.
Before the Aegis expires, you make the Aegis plus all the creeps. Because I think Secret are hitting a really strong timing window right now. And the Evoker also has 3k gold he hasn't spent, so curious to see what he wants to go for next. He's gonna go for more spell damage with the Offering Call, reducing the cooldown, or he wants to go for maybe Shivas, like that. He sells both his items, so he's definitely going for the Offering Call right now to further improve his spells and just about his spells right now in the late game. So Sven hit by, I believe, Morphing combo already left.
And I'm liking this now. It's starting to step at the point where CTY is going to build the deeps. He's got the Crystallis. 1500, I imagine it will be completing the full-out Daedalus before anything else, really?
Yeah, but the point still goes back to heroes that they can actually deal with the Sven.
They can kite him.
Yeah, kite in despite him having a huge amount of damage. So I think that despite the Sven getting a lot of damage items, he still has to rely on his team to be able to actually deal damage. He needs the Void to actually hit a good corner to him.
Oh, fuck, man, Cactus is getting blown up, and that was the gem. That was your Phoenix out all alone with the gem of True Sight. So Secret are going to be very happy with that one. I guess Cactus is feeling safe because he put that Radiant Ward down, but
oh yeah, Puppy didn't
spot it out.
Get that again, so he's not going to be too happy about that. Sucks for him, but I guess they're still going to push with the timing, are they? No, they're still going to continue farming. He's still in, look at him, he's pinging the Ancients. He wants to wait for a Granite Golem.
Don't get lucky one day, Pup.
Oh, there's one over here on the Radiant Ancient camp.
Yeah. Does anyone want to make the journey over there?
I mean, they have total map control, so why not?
Yeah, someone's going to end up passing that point. And we'll see if Pile Wee is checked it out for Puppy. Gonna be a DD rune here on the river. By the way, the Terror was spotted out, so they know that the Granite Golems are there now.
Secret have been just controlling the game really well, and so they have finally found the Granite Golem. Paradise scouts it out. Puppy is gonna move over, so see whether they actually finally make their move right now with this Granite Golem. They have everything they need.
Oh, yeah, they're smoked up and they're heading themselves right towards the Ancients. They go around the back.
Yep, because they are contained in their base, so the only way they can move out is by smoking out. So let's see whether they actually get this big kill, if they can actually get themselves on Weeha here.
If they can. Weeha hiding in the trees. They're jumping to the wrong side and Weeha's going to be fine. Links away immediately as soon as some of them reveal themselves in the lane. He is not risking his life for that one. And,
That's a wasted time from EHOME.
yeah, Puppy got his granite goal.
But at the very least, if you look at the map right now, EHOME managed to get 2 wards out, so they have some sort of vision, at the very least, to understand when and where they can farm. So this is really important for them. So like you mentioned, Puppy only gets his hands on Granite Golem, but he still has a lot of wards that they haven't really planned on, so I guess they're gonna be waiting for the next Roshan, because it's cheese as well. Take wards on the map and possibly try to find EHOME's vision and reward it with the gem that they actually got from the Phoenix earlier. Those are the things that Secret are going to be looking to do in the next few minutes. Roshan, and get map control, place their wards, and remove the vision of EHOME.
And we can see Envy's farm continuing to just skyrocket. Charlie's got 2.3k now on top of the E-Blade Manta Star. Puppy as well was very close to the Greaves. He's just got the recipe gold. Who wishes to finish that off? Yeah, next time for Envy. What do you expect?
How much you like me, Guardian?
Guardian?
To kind of spend even more.
I mean, I'm looking at the more. It's how the EHOME kill Envy?
They need to chrono into Lina Sun and into Sen Sun. Like they need all 3 labels. And
But if he begins to morph, I mean, it's still going to take a lot of
It's gonna
time.
be difficult. So maybe the other option is, maybe you because you can't really ignore him. He's dealing a lot of damage. You corner him or you stun him, and you go for the other team. Or go for the other teammates, and you leave the morphing to last. Like you mentioned, when he puts his morph out, I'm not sure whether they have enough damage to actually burst him down full. So, and it's gonna be hard as well because they have the swap. So it's not gonna be easy for them to just focus one target and just hopefully bringing them down with all the single target focus fire. They might have to just stun or disable him and go for the teammates. Like the Bench and the Chen has to be primary targets of the Sven. I think the Sven needs to try and get the supports first.
You're seeing every time all 11 just trying to hide in the tree line every
He's been
position.
having a really rough game as well, though we talk about Weeha not having a good game, but O11 is also not having a really good game. He gave up a few very big kills that resulted in getting the Roshan the 2 times, and hasn't really been setting up big chronospheres.
Giving another easy road to Secret. Sweet that they do this. It's formidable and nothing that EHOME can do in terms of getting there in time.
This is looking really dangerous for EHOME. If they decide to take this fight and they lose the fight, it might mean they have to expand buybacks or lose their rack.
Yeah.
So I think the best bet is just to defend in high ground, and you know, because that's the best place. It gives you vision over the enemy, and that improves your chances of winning the fight.
Yeah, the BKB on Morphling, Octarine now on
Oh, he
Weeheart
went
and
for
Boga.
BKB and Morphling? Alright,
It's
so
gonna be hard.
So how are they gonna kill him right now with the BKB?
Oh, that's the thing. I mean, it is Envy, so I don't want to say he's not going to die again, but it's going to be very hard for him to die. But I'm not going to defy Envy to prove me wrong. It is Envy.
You don't trust it.
So, it's Envy, he's going to do something crazy. But he's looking pretty good, and he's playing very well this game. Okay, net worth on the guy. We just saw, actually looking at the net worth difference overall, it's about 20,000 advantage for Secret.
Yep.
It's just totally gone
Radiant's middle
whoop.
tower
They've
is
been
under
controlling
attack.
the last 10 minutes really well with the Beastmaster.
They have a full map control.
Yeah, and Beastmaster easily just completes with AC, so they basically have all the auras they need. AC, Bats, the Ancient Black Dragon, the Granite Golem, they have the Necrobook on Beastmaster as well. So basically they have everything they need to actually proceed to push the high ground right now. They just have to be very careful not to get caught by the Chronosphere. They have to be apart, especially the bench not to get caught so you can just swap the carry out. So the things that we need to pay attention to. Envy is the lone bottom lane, he's 3 heroes down here, and his teammates are forcing the top lane.
Hey, just having the space up here. And the fortification will come out for the side of the side.
Look at the Neko Warrior, oh my god, it's electricity.
So, easy racks there on the top of these, the range ones here for the side. Secret. And they need to come up with something, because this is just going to continue. Secret slow siege where they just send someone in like Envy onto one lane, pull them apart,
like I
and open up
mentioned,
another.
they're doing a really good job. They're not committing, because the only way they can lose the team fight is they get caught in, like too many heroes get caught in the Chronosphere, and they land a really good egg. So what they're doing right now is just bringing them up, not allowing EHOME to grow up together to use their superior team.
Oh, Highlight die with these swats, bringing CTY out of the base. Down to half up and by Pop. The BKB looking to try and find the Chronos down for them. Catch 3. CG1 selfish in the Chronos. Sunray will start taking him up. And EHOME, this is their chance to try and find a fight. Look at the Storm Hammer onto Pilot Dive. The Supernova coming out as well. They'll burst him down with a few crits. They will find the kill onto the bench. They'd find anything more though at the same. See, Puppy's like, guys, I'm hitting the racks, boys. And Envy, he's down bottom. He's looking for some racks as well. 11 will start to jump on Puppy. Envy is continuing to push on the bottom lane of racks. Top lane, Weehar and Misery, they're looking for the melee and they're looking to fight as well at the same time. By the looks of it, Envy was able to finish off the bottom. Now he goes to the mid lane. He's going to be able to find himself a second set of melee racks, full sets of racks on the bottom and the mid lane. Only a little bit left on the top of Misery. He's gone in, Envy says, I'll finish it off team. He goes in, they've been Mega Creep. Been Eternal F, they've been Jackie Mao. And EHOME just called GG. That's secret. Pulling apart EHOME, and that's got to be a frustrating loss.
You trust Jackie Mouse?
I trust in Jackie Mouse and Kid. He can morph my ling anytime.
Well, what that was a really well executed plan. They knew that the only way to lose the team fight with the Aegis is they give EHOME a really good chrono or a really good like supernova. So what they did was basically just split up.
Yeah.
So there was no chance that EHOME take a direct engagement, and they were forced to scatter around to defend all three sides, and they couldn't when they're scattering. Their heroes are just not as good. They need to be together to fight.
Absolutely.
So, a very good plan by Secret there, getting mega creeps and ending the game there. They're first, giving them the victory on the